Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 3 of our playthrough of the Refugees, which is the third scenario that launched with Frostpunk. I am UniteTheClans. If you enjoyed this video, click the like button, and if you've been enjoying the series, hit me up in the comments and we can talk about it. I have an apology for the first 2 parts of this playthrough, guys. I didn't realize, but I was on medium graphics. When I first started playing this game, I hadn't realized, but my power supply was not powerful enough for my graphics cards. That has been resolved. I now have both my GTX 1080s cranking at full speed without the risk of this thing crashing, and now we're in high epic everything. So hopefully it looks better. It's hard to tell. It looks about the same, to be honest. This is a game that looks pretty good with medium graphics. I wish you could zoom in further if you had the highest graphics, but this is a pretty good zoom job. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that is closer than I could get before. I don't know. I spend most of the time zoomed out to about this depth. Okay, let's pay attention, guys. So where were we when I left you last? We are on day 14. 9 of the 10 groups of our own refugees have arrived. Sir, a group of people found inspiration in their work from the guidance of the foreman and have decided to try organizing their workplace on their own. Their spirit and motivation are exemplary today. So we are following the path of order. This is not where you click to show that. The path of order. Purpose, I think they call it. Guard stations. Probably the next thing we want to do, but we need a little bit more time. And if not that, then I have decided last time to start unlocking this path. I did the fighting arenas. Beyond there, you can do public house and moonshine that makes eating soup a little bit more palatable. And we have a giant supply of people. So the game plan right now, get them all to work. Right here. And I guess most of those places are already manned, so we are still going to have an oversupply of people. Is that right? Yeah, we got a lot of people. Okay, well, let's continue with our research. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 research stations all manned, right? Refreshing my memory. Heater efficiency upgrade. Power upgrade. What is the upcoming weather? We got 2 drops coming. So that is probably good. I think the next thing I remember, the next thing we need to do, now that we have this tier unlocked, if we go resources, we need to get steam coal mine. I think that is key. Now let's take a look. We have 2 groups out here. These guys are at a coal mine. I'm hoping only take the stored coal. Right. That means we can set up a team and send them out here. I think that is the next thing on our to-do list. Let's bring them home with that stored coal, I think. And that is the last group of refugees on the horizon. We have another group that has made their way deep out here. They are carrying with them a heck of a lot of good gear. Take resources, a looming mystery. Oh, and that is a pathway to two other... Let's head up here. Ocean liner. Go. Do your thing, guys. Look at that. Feels like the weather's getting worse out here, doesn't it? It's not supposed to, this scenario. Well, it is. Just not drastically worse. So that will... You know what? We're going to go ahead and go a foreman here. And a foreman here. Workplace efficiency increasing. That's super useful. And we have homeless people? No, but we have people coming in. So let's go ahead and slap another tent down in this circle here. Got this infirmary. Okay. Okay. We still got to get these people to work, so I think the answer is more hunting. So let's go ahead and do hunter hangars, and this is the flying version of the hunter, right? And we just don't have a crazy amount of resources to make that happen. Okay. Let's get a road built, and let's make sure our people don't freeze overnight. This is the important point. This is an important point. If at night, when people are in their tents, if these are not yellow, they're going to get sick. And I can currently handle a decent supply of sick people. What, 20? Yes. So we're in decent shape. And let's have a look over here. The final group has arrived. 10 out of 10 refugees. We saved all of our people. Damn right I did. Hope rises. I am glad to hear that. I'm a hell of a captain. Everyone has been saved. No homeless? So here we are. That's right, Michael. That is right. Working double overtime out this way. I always say double overtime. It's just overtime. That's a lyric from a Jason Aldean song. Always stuck in my head. Working double overtime while you sleep. Okay, it's episode 3. I can be embarrassing. Not as many new people tuning in. Yeah, it's a little new country for you. He's a hard-working man, Jason Aldean. I don't know if he's ever worked really hard in his life. You guys listen to country music? I guess I could remember to add a poll to this thing. Why am I frozen? There we go. Alright, and we are working, we are pumping out. That extra efficiency is excellent. We should do 24 hours on these 2 coal mines and stockpile, shouldn't we? Scouts have returned with a lot of coal. Never mind. We are good. Okay, now you guys... Alright. Now. I'm distracted. Why don't we go send them straight back out to cracked ice? We'll see what's out in that direction. And we are at a stockpile. So over here somewhere is this. And we can take it off wood, change it out, and we can put it on coal. And to spend some of our over amount of wood, you know what? Let's try and get going going more of those resource depots. I think there will be some spots for them that make sense. Is this gonna stay like this? Probably not. Probably not. So I gotta find some spots to hide them. So that's one of the spots where I want to build the outpost thing. I could put hunter hangars out that way. See, this is always a difficult thing. I can try and find another spot out here, not adjacent to street. Okay, so let's try that. And we'll extend the road and we'll see. Because this sawmill is slowly extending everything. It's slowly cutting back all the trees in its path out here. And if we go another... Well, I don't have the iron for it, do I? So, iron. How do I get these people? I could throw... Let's go extended shift on these 2. You guys get working. And time to pass a book of laws. Book of laws, we were going to go public house and then moonshine. Rather than the guard towers.
Listen, everyone.
We'll take a path to try and lower discontent rather than fight it with guards. So let's go ahead and sneak a public house in one of these locations. This thing is always cold, so it's probably not that big a deal. Well, let's start a little tier of stuff. God, it's so hard to know what to do here. I could tuck it in there, and then it would stay somewhat warm. That's probably a better place for something else. A cooking station or something. Speaking of, let's start rearranging this section out here. I'm gonna take you out. Gonna take you out. And I'll try another food station. Cookhouse maybe makes sense there. It's going to take just a tiny bit of advantage of the heat on the inside. It's tough. Okay, and here comes the morning sun. 7 a.m. Yeah, it is. Okay, what do you got here? What do you got? Young couple. Captain, a young couple has asked us to deliver this note. We were separated on the trail and had to fight back despair. Thanks to your efforts, we have been united. That is a geeky-looking couple. No words can express our gratitude. So why are you writing me a note, you losers? Just kidding. I'm very grateful. Very happy for you two. And are we researching here? Yes, we are. So as we slowly expand out, guys, I know for sure how big the population grows. So I start continually moving technology things to the exterior, like so, and that means I can start removing stuff from the interior, because after this we start having the arrival of the lords. We've got all of our people, but after this it starts to get ugly. And then out here, we got to put these people to work. We got a public house now. Heater should definitely be on for it. Let's max that out. Public house built, hope rises, discontent falls, taking care of business. You are too cold. Should we be doing soup? Not yet. Let's get the moonshine rolling first. And that will be my next law. That's still a ways away. Let's head out here and make sure we got room for wood. And we got room for coal. And then what else are we going to have? We'll figure it out. Rations is probably something that's going to start coming up. As soon as I can do it, I should be upgrading. So you kind of have a choice. You kind of have a choice between, do I upgrade hunters' huts to these, or do I upgrade houses to the tents to houses? And my path with this version of it, guys, has always been... Okay, so now I have to dismantle another one of these. Right, we'll put the workers to work out here. So my choice has always been to... Well, in this case, I'm choosing to put the steel and wood. Specifically, steel is the difficult bit. And after this, we gotta... That's the steam coal mine. We'll put that to work. After this, we research the outpost. We send some people out. Work time. I wonder if we... Yeah, keep spending food rations on this. This is a great combo, I think, maybe. A good combo of the public order discipline type path, and then spending your using that to speed along research so you keep people in tents toasty warm. Meanwhile, upgrading all your food production like crazy using these hunter huts. And the advanced one, I mean, that's 40 steel every time, so it's got to be better. Right, and the difference between these two, this is 20 food a day, this is 30 food a day, so it's worth it if you can put the investment in early, start upgrading this stuff. But yeah, you can see it's like I need all this steel. Steam coal mine research. So let's go ahead and hit this, guys. So the steam coal mine uses steam cores. It doesn't use 2, does it? No, 1. Okay. Perfect. I think it was counting. I think it was counting both my mines. But this will make a big difference for us. We need another research. So let's go ahead and we can do coal mining optimization, but I think right now, in order to keep getting the coal coming in, we're going to go outpost depot built here. And then we shouldn't have to worry about coal much more. We'll get that outpost depot up. We'll send some people out to take care of business. Scouts have reached cracked ice. Okay, what is out there? And guys, I hope you're enjoying episode 3. Part 3. I'm having fun. Alright, this is just a landmark, and that means we can continue exploring Supply Depot Canning Workshop. Let's head for the Supply Depot first. And we're about to hit this out here, 4 hours away. That's, man, those scouts are making such a journey out there. That's where our people came in, basically. Okay, and then check it out. We do need to stockpile food rations, which a great way to take advantage of that is to get the whatchamacallit. Let's start putting the boom. Boom. And let's throw a 24-hour shift on these two. We'll keep researching through the night. Cold homes. It's only going to get colder. The looming threat. Captain, the lookouts at the beacon report a large group of strangers marching in our direction. We have to assume that the lords are coming. Our people are afraid that their worst fears are going to come true. We're going to die in this frozen hell if they force us to leave. If they let us stay, they'll turn us into slaves. So these people have been scarred by their previous experience with these lords. And the decision is coming. I'll let you know because I've played through this, guys. There are 3 groups that come in, and they are in increasingly worse shape. They are not really in a position to oust you. We are much better off than they are. So we have the choice. Say no to all 3, and then build up our defenses because they're going to come for us. Or start bringing them in and just try and absorb more refugees. Try and keep the town growing. Try and handle the sick. Try and, and then manage the class war that happens. So say I see, and then let's see. We got the prospect of so many lords coming has caused tension. The conflict between people from different classes could jeopardize the future of our city. In the next few days, the shape of our society may well be completely redefined. Okay. So. If we say yes to heat all the homes and keep them heated, that means steam level 2. We're going to be good on coal. I'm going to say yes. I'll heat all the homes. And maybe let's heat all the homes. It's all or nothing with us right now, guys. So, explore. Wealth and power 4. There are so many steam cores coming back with this crew. This luxury liner brought many rich people here. Check out that picture, guys. That's very cool. I gotta pay more attention to these pictures. I noticed when I was editing there was one of a guy hanging in a tree, and I barely even noticed the picture, but anyway. They could afford to travel in such luxury even in these desperate times. On the bridge we found a letter from Lord Craven to the captain. If we encounter any of the vessels stolen by the workers, you are authorized to open fire. A naval gun crudely bolted to the foredeck confirms that they really did want us dead. They would have sunk us at sea. Lord Craven. So does that seal it, guys? Do I turn away all the people? Do I allow some of the people in? Because I can handle them, and then if Lord Craven shows up, we go, screw you, pal? Maybe that's the path. Alright, so they went out here. Man, you make it all that way. At least you got the information. Icebound hulks. This is probably our ships. Yes, the stolen ships that miraculously... So that's where they landed. That's where the lords landed, and they're coming in this way. Right. That is the first group of lords. Okay, so let's make you guys to the icebound hulks. We're not going to get a scout team back in time to intercept this lord group, and if we did, that would just speed them to our doors. Okay, so we go to our city. And we figure out what happens next. We have upgraded 2 of the coal mines. 1 of the coal mines. So we're going to upgrade the second one here. And we're researching the outpost. Yes, we are. 0 of the employees are working in this one. Ha! Alright, and it's late at night. I guess I'll slap another 24-hour on here. And that's fine. Oh, now all the workers show up. That probably wasn't worth it. Alright, and this is a cookhouse closed at this time of day. No food to process. Outpost depot researched. Let's see if we can build this thing, guys. The outpost. 1 can go here. 1 can go here. It doesn't really matter to me. So with these, you get 1 outpost team. So if we want to send one to somewhere other than the coal... You know what? Let's do it here. Let's go tech outpost depot, and we'll do it right here. And then maybe this will be a good spot for us to hide some more resource depot things. Alright, I'm having trouble. Okay, so we'll do that. Alright, we're going to put some of our resources here into resource and more depots, because those will fit beautifully in here. So invalid placement. Street is under construction. So we go here. Here. Okay, that's all I can do for now. The steel is a problem. I would like to get the advanced steelworks done. And moonshine. Yes, please. So every meal slightly lowers discontent. Eating soup causes less discontent. So the moonshine is helpful.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Okay, and since we got the 24-hour thing on the go, we got to look at generator power upgrade. I think that would be wise. Coal mining optimization could help us. Healthcare insulation, not urgent. Bunkhouse we should eventually get rolling on. Sawmill charcoal kiln. Steam wall drill. Steam steelworks. I have done advanced steelworks is the thing we would want next. So let's make sure we get something. I think I'm going to hold off on the factory and automatons. I don't think we need them. So let's go generator power upgrade. Right? And we won't bother with hothouses either. So let's go, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Let's get ourselves a generator power upgrade. I want to make sure we keep the people fed. What are you guys working on an overtime shift? No. Okay, so we gotta wait till morning anyway. You know what we're gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? We are going to undo one of these, and I think this will give us the resources we need. Yeah, so let's take back one of these hunter huts. Alright, and that means I can hop in here, research, and take advantage of my overnight. I got these people working 24 hours, I might as well give them something to research. And we'll go ahead and slap more food. Hunter huts. How many unemployed I got? That's gonna come very close to solving the unemployment problem. Okay, and then out here. Okay, so we're gonna have lots of resource depots. Yeah, this is gonna be perfect. Alright, so by morning, I gotta figure out... Secure at least livable conditions in homes. Wow, why did I make that promise? Do we have a... Okay, so let's go... Steam level 2. We gotta maintain it for 2 days, so we might as well get going now. That should do it. And that's gonna be the beginning of that clock. We now have 2 days to do that. Deal with the incoming groups of lords. Oh, maybe if you don't... Maybe if you start late, you don't have to hold it for 2 whole days? No, I gotcha. Okay. Deal with the incoming groups of lords. Our prospects aren't bad, we just have to endure a bit. How much room do I have for lords right now without making crazy changes to my city? I have room. I have 44 vacant beds, and I've got room to install more. So I think we can take one of the groups of lords at least. Let's put another one here. I'm going to dismantle this. I am going to dismantle this fighting arena. And I'm going to... Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay, put people to work right here. Okay, add new research. You guys need to be moving on. We got this. We need more steel for it. Resources. There is a healthcare installation. I think if we do bunkhouse, then we can do cookhouse installation, which would be valuable to us. Yeah, because it's only getting colder. And then we could start upgrading to bunkhouses, but again, that's the same resources that we're desperately in need of to get the better hunter huts on the go. Okay, and we now have this. Let's go ahead and put our first outpost team out, and they're going to head out and start bringing back coal for us. That is fantastic. They send back 800 a day. How about you guys explore? Take the resources. And there's more. Wrecked vehicle. Yeah, keep exploring, I guess. Let those lords take their time getting to us. I think the only benefit of getting to them early is that you can let the people know that they aren't armed and dangerous, basically. That they're in rough shape just like us. We find out. Captain, the approaching strangers carry no weapons. Whatever their intentions, they have no mean of attacking us. But people are wary. It's a trick to catch us off guard. The lords are cunning. These leeches would do anything to beat us back, mark my words. So you can tell already, if I let them in, people are going to hate me. If I turn them away, there's going to be hundreds. I think each group of the lords is 100. Is that right? There's going to be 300 people outside our city gates, and we are 336 strong. So we need to let some of them in and make them part of our community, I think. Otherwise it's a deadly race against time to protect yourself from their imminent attacks. So what I'm doing, I'm dismantling some of the stuff on the inner tier here, except maybe a cookhouse and the infirmary, and I'm making room for beds. And housing. So I can cram that in there. That'll kind of be in. I think that's probably the way to go. And we're dismantling stuff over here. Bunkhouse research. We don't want to be building the bunkhouse, but from the research perspective, that means we can now do cookhouse insulation, which means I have to be less worried about the cookhouses being on the exterior, because they will get cold and freeze up. Alright guys, a good moment of truth. Our outpost team has reached out here. Boom. Oh wait, build outpost, sorry. Panicked myself there. I was not talking there for quite a minute. Alright, so everybody is perfectly warm. That means I could go to Steam level 2, right? Okay, and how does that do on consumption? We are in great shape with that new outpost. Okay, so when we get close, we are going to ramp things up with the next Steam level. We got 2 temperature drops coming. Okay, perfect. And we got some fighting pits outside town. What is this again? Public house. So that has trouble staying warm all the time. What I'm aiming to do now, guys, as you can see, the reorganization of the city. It's harder to tell with this. Perfect concentric circles of tents. That will keep us warm, and there's a spot once you get to the second row, tents don't fit perfectly, so we're out of whack, which gives us a chance to squeeze in stuff like the infirmary and a cookhouse on the inside of the tier 3 of the generator range. But I'm preparing for the arrival of the lords. This can go here, and we can remove more road. This road right here. And I think maybe another infirmary squeeze in there. Okay, cookhouse insulation researched. Beautiful. And now we need our next research target. Healthcare insulation, probably smart. House redesign, maybe go down to difference engine 4. I think that's probably wise. We're good on coal for the moment. We want to get those advanced steel mills. So let's go ahead and do different. Let's go difference engine. Number 4. Basically drawing boards, same as the first round, and we'll see about maybe squeezing another. It's so hard to say. Okay, so workday ends. Off time. Right, and these two still on a 24-hour push. That's great. I'd like to get this stuff out of here. Those hunter huts, and I'm trying to make room for that to happen over here. So if we go... Yeah, see, this area is a little tricky. Okay, so you are almost properly connected. So if we go roads, and we come around that corner like that, that means I can get rid of this whole stretch right here. And here you go. Perfect. And we got a bit of a supply, enough to upgrade one more hunter hangar, like so. And we could do a sawmill out here. I forgot that there's trees hidden back in this section. Yeah, you know what? Let's see about that. And maybe I'll find another spot to stash hunter huts. Maybe if they were to go here, what does that leave room for? Another round of houses, which might... Oh no, I guess it would be here. See, yeah, I'm thinking it would be perfect if we could stash some down here, but even that's... Oh, out here. Okay, so there's one. Okay, well, that's not a lot. And then another one here. Alright. Yeah, we're certainly getting there. Okay, perfect. And then that means, I think, disabling a few more of these. So let's go ahead and go 1, 2, and we're going to have to make room. I have not researched the steam hubs. They basically are a localized warming effect. They're really good when you have the automatons with you, but we don't have those with us. We're not going to go down the automaton path. Okay, whoop, we got a team out there in the woods. Explore. Take resources. There's not much left to explore. Head for this sawmill, fellas, and work your way back home. How close are those lords? 15 hours away. Whew, baby. And our people are almost out there. Those lords are moving slow. 100 people strong. I'm trying to work my way up to 100 beds so we can at least absorb the first group. We will see. We will see. And let's check out the Icebound Hulk's last thing in line, and then these guys can return with their insane loot. These are the ships we stole from the lords, now crushed by ice and anything, and stripped of anything not firmly bolted down. Well, I guess we unbolted that stuff, so that trip is not worth it. 113 steel, definitely not worth coming out here for. They will not get there in time. Now, scouts move faster when traveling somewhere they've been before, I think. So these guys will be home in 1 day, 9 hours. That's not bad. That is not bad. These guys are still 11 hours away. So we're not going to be terribly far behind that first group of lords. How am I doing? Beds. Vacant beds. 84. Almost freaking ready for them. Almost ready. I think I'm going to want a second medical facility. So I've been considering slapping that in. That would go health, infirmary. I need a little bit more steel. But that would use our last steam core. But obviously we have a giant supply of them coming. Oh, right, but I want to put the steam cores in the advanced sawmill. Okay. Well, when the lords start arriving, they are sick. Okay, so we get a temperature drop coming. Okay, so let's crank you up to level 3. And I gotta maintain living temperatures for another day. Oh, baby, this is gonna be stressful. Alright, I'm gonna rock. Well, I'll wait. Alright, I'm going to spend some rations on these out here. And I'll put you guys on a long shift. And we'll keep the research chugging along. Hopefully in time. Find work for you guys.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
It's bloody freezing. I hope I don't get frostbite. Whoa, a record low temperature. Yeah, I think this is the coldest we've dealt with. Or very close to it. The lords are approaching. Captain, the lords are nearly here. There are many of them, but they look miserable. They seem to be carrying no food supplies. When they reach our city, they'll have no choice but to beg us for help. You will have to decide their fate. Indeed, I will. I'm letting them in. I'm letting the first batch in, I think. Yeah, not much left. It's not worth going to any of these spots. I think this one, if I remember... There's no smoke in the chimney. If I remember... Lord. One of these is another station, but I don't think we're going to need it. It's like a food station. So I'm going to send these people back, like another outpost location, potentially. I think I'm going to send our people back. We're surviving, guys. We are surviving as it stands right now. We got a little bit of steel. Let's keep the hunter hangers going. Book of Laws. Now what, guys? We are at a point where things are going to start getting unruly. Depending on the decisions I make, I think it's probably smart to go over here and extend the force. You know, start ruling with an iron fist.
New law. A new law has passed.
Right, that's right. Expect to be guarded like dogs. So we have successfully researched tier 4 technology. If I go down here, that means we can go ahead and go resources and advanced steelworks. And I think that's the bottleneck we're dealing with right now. I only have the one steam core, but we do have people coming back with a crap ton. The lords are less than an hour away. Here it is. This is it. The lords in rags. Captain, the lords have arrived. They're starving. There are at least 100 of them. 100 and more coming. They beg us to let them in, but that would mean sharing food and supplies and finding shelters. So, okay, if I do this one, I will have to build an industrial hothouse or 3 hunter hangars. I can totally do that. I want to do it anyway. Provide shelter for people too. Okay. Okay. Improve food infrastructure. Now, how much time do I have before the next batch hits? Okay, what do we got? Here they come. 100 strong. Yeah. Okay, 16 homeless, it looks like, is the only number I am dealing with. That is not terrible. I need to install the second guard station. And hit another 6 houses, which is not bad. I need to put people to work in them. And I need to build more of... Yeah, that's fine. This is going to be brilliant. Okay, food, hunter hangars. We're going to go 1, 2. And what is this? We're stockpiled. We're maxed out on coal stockpiles. I have some over here that I had not... Okay, so let's change you off raw food, and let's get you on coal. Let's change you off food rations, and let's get you on wood. And we're going to need more of those if this population is going to keep growing. So, the sick we handled. Those people were fairly healthy. I think the second batch is insanely ill. So I should probably hold off. It'll probably be the same thing where with this one the challenge is food. If we go... Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I wonder if I should hold off building the... Anyway, this episode we will deal with the first batch. Once I have got the hunter's hangars and got shelter for these freaks, everybody can shut up, and I think we'll be okay. So by the time we get there, let's hope that we have infirmary insulation, and let's just go with tents, and we need to keep them on the inside row.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
I need to maintain livable conditions for 10 more hours. Alright, that last hunter hangar is being built. I'm moving my cookhouses out. I'm making room on the inside to house these final group of people. And I need to keep all the people warm, so I can't afford to build tents that are outside of the range. You know what I mean? Okay, and research, add new research. We got sawmill range extension, that's potential. What else is new in here? Flying hunter gear means more food. Infirmary checklists. Infirmary mechanization, that's a good one. Healthcare, let's do that healthcare insulation. And how are we doing on temperatures? We're keeping everybody warm, we're good. And that's steam level 3, we haven't had to crank any overdrive. Okay, okay guys, too noble to work. Yeah, no way. You are going to work. One of the lords refuses to work. He says such menial jobs are best left for the common folk. He claims that he used to be a writer. Get to work, you frickin' uptight loser. Cookhouse insulation. I researched that a while ago. I hope so, right? Homeless Citizens 6. We're 1 tent away from that. Okay? And obviously heat on. And put people to work out here in this cookhouse. And I built a second cookhouse somewhere here. Yep. And here's the other thing. We're about to succeed. Food infrastructure improved. Upgraded facilities will help us feed our people. Hope rises. Hope rises. And the people are fed? Yes, they are. Okay, guys. So this is as good a time as any to call it quits on this episode. Let's go ahead and do this. Get fed. Put people in there. Okay, so I got a lot of extra people, and I really need to figure out what the heck we're going to do with them. We got another 200 lords we could potentially attempt to absorb. I think I want to turn them away, personally. You can disband the scouts. Okay, before we go, have we done the thing? Have we done the advanced steel mill research thing? What is that? Let's go here, and we go resources, advanced steelworks. Alright, so this is going to be a game changer for us. This is going to allow us to start placing good houses. Is there another range upgrade on this thing before I let you guys go? I think there is. But what will we need to get there? We would need this, which we can totally do. That is 100 steel, which we should be fine. And then heating. Generator range 3. So it is possible we could do another round of houses on this exterior, guys. Stick with the tents. Keep heating everybody. It is possible. It is very possible. But, you know what? It's something for another day. It is something for another episode. Let's dive back into our town and zoom in on this amazing looking game. Guys, this is Frostpunk, part 3 of our playthrough of the Refugees scenario. I, of course, am UTC. If you liked the episode, click the like button. If you're loving this series, hit me up in the comments. I will be sure to be paying attention. Anytime I get to play a game that's different from my usual, I'm really in there in the comments and hearting them all and letting you know I love you. So go talk to me in those comments. Painful. Okay. I gotta pay attention, guys. We can't leave this situation here forever. Popping up on your screen right now are playlists. If you want to watch more, do that. If you want to support me, because this is not live where you can drop a super chat, become a patron, even for $1 a month, and you get access to something like this, all the episodes at once. In a lot of cases, you get a bunch of episodes all at once, and you can binge watch. So think about doing that. If not, just watch more episodes. That does it for this episode, and I will see you in part 4 of our playthrough. Am I still talking? Of the Refugees. Frostpunk.